Hi, this is Robbie. I'm Bart. This is Barry. That's Mike. And that's Nathan. And we're MercyMe. And you're watching 117 TV.
I just can't believe where my life was at. All that I know is my heart was broken. I don't ever want to go back.
I wonder if we're going to hear a little bit of a new sound. Are we?
We definitely will. Yeah, it's definitely a stretch for us musically. It's for the first time we've and I say this in a nice way, we've stopped caring. And what I mean by that is we've made a record where we're not sitting there worried about what radio may think, what our fans may expect. We just wanted it because we've done it for 20 years, and so sometimes you got to get creative and just staying in love with music. And so we decided to lock the doors and just make music. And some of it worked, some of it really didn't work. And you know, some songs that sounded like old MercyMe we chose not to use, and so we went in another direction. And it was so much fun to see what came out of that. And the songs are really, the styles are all over the place, but somehow they really do work well together. And so there is a new sound, but then also the message is about identity and grace from beginning to end. It's like some people may be annoyed because you will understand what it's about by the time the album's over. So welcome to the new. As far as the listener is that our hope and our prayer is that there's a lot of people that already know Christ, but they don't understand who they are in Christ. You know, that it's sad to meet someone that doesn't know Jesus. It's just as sad to meet people that do, that still feel like they're in bondage. Man, if you can be free of that and realize that, man, I'm supposed to live now. I'm not waiting for heaven. I'm supposed to be living this right now. Well, then they're going to step into the new the same way we have. And so that's the idea of, like the opening track, Welcome to the New, the chorus actually says, let us be the first to welcome you to the new.
The lead-off single is Shake, which I'm sure most of you have all heard, or I have a hard time kind of being still with that song. And obviously in the filming of your music video, I think you guys were kind of risky because you couldn't do a music video to that and not shake a little yourselves. Impressive moves there,
Risky
guys.
is a good word. Risky. It's
Talk
almost like
about that
a
experience.
stunt.
Nice way to
Yeah,
say it.
you were risky.
I think you
Yes.
were impressive all moving and shaking in the song. It's a great song, but talk about the video and maybe the experience of making it. It looked like it was fun, was it?
Was it fun? In an embarrassing watching your dad dance kind of fun is what it was like. Yeah, we realized the ultimate rule as far as videos go is if anyone who has no clue how to dance tries to dance, it is always video gold. It's always immediately awesome. And so we thought we couldn't lose.
So you experienced that on a personal level.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's like Mike's like, I don't dance, and we're like, and that's why we're filming it.
We'll put you right up front.
Yeah, and so what was funny is that the guy that that directed the video, they had this whole elaborate dance that they created for it, and they even sent it to us, didn't they? And but then
you were supposed to practice your moves before you ever got there.
By the time we got there, like, okay, guys, we kind of changed it to this. And we're like, oh, and I wasn't sure if it's because they knew we couldn't do it or what.
Okay, confession time though.
like
How
the
many
hook.
of you actually watched it and tried to learn the moves before you
I
started?
watched it and then deleted it.
I will honestly say, I will say that I watched it and said, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so maybe they knew that too.
So then they put you in this spot.
Yeah,
kind of a little,
Somebody in management was like, this is not ever.
Although it could have been maybe better if we tried. But
Someone
it's,
might have said, have you ever met these guys?
Yeah.
What's the
Didn't.
story behind that song?
That song was it was written with Solomon Olds, who is the lead or was the lead singer of Family Force 5. We've been good friends for a long time, and we started making music together, just randomly making music together, and it's such an odd pairing that we just started coming up with stuff that MercyMe really liked. We just loved it. It was kind of stretching us, and it was a challenge, a little bit different, and he approaches music different than us. And Shake was one that we had written. The song, I think, man, when you understand who you are in Christ, when you kind of understand what your identity is in Christ, I don't see how you could ever, you wouldn't be able to sit still. And so coming from a band that does not dance ever, we thought the song was appropriate. I remember I compare it to when I first heard Shackles by Mary Mary. I was like, that is the jam. Like, I loved it.
I still love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another one you cannot be still when you hear that song.
Oh yeah, and so in fact, and I kept telling Sully when we were working, I was like, man, I love that song. I want something where people can't sit still and it's something that you may hate the song, but you'll still be tapping on your steering wheel. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's where Shake came from.
Yeah, I love it. Nate, talk to me a little bit about life on the road with these guys. You guys spend so much time on the road. Is that changing too, though? I mean, are you you're talking about family and putting family first, and in really valuing your time outside the music. Is the road schedule changing at all as you go forward?
We used to do, well, when we first started, we do 200, 250 days a year, and then we got a life and stopped doing, yes, we got married and stopped doing as many, and we had done anywhere from 100, maybe 120 shows in the past, and we're actually cutting that back almost in half again,
Oh, wow.
60, 70, 80, somewhere in there. And I know, 80. No commitments. No commitments. Yeah. No, but yes, we are intentionally cutting back, and as we've already said, intentionally doing that for the purpose of we can still do what we love as MercyMe, but it really does lend us time to be present husbands and fathers, and
Find that balance.
find a balance and to live life outside of traveling like we've done for the last 20 years.
Which means for you guys that it's going to be a coveted ticket to get your hands on for sure if there's less dates out there. Right?
Limited edition. Thank you.
Only get one chance to see it. Don't miss it.
If they're anywhere within a certain mile radius, make sure that you are going and,
right.
and hitting the road. Well, congratulations on the new album. So excited to hear more of the singles than Shake, although I love that one. A lot of upbeat stuff on there.
Yes, there
fun.
is.
It's got a fun feel
Don't
to
be
it.
scared, though.
Don't
It's
be
okay.
Okay.
Every song's different on it in a fun way. Like he said earlier, we just kind of threw everything out the window. We weren't really aiming to make a sound. We just started making songs that we liked, and more than any record in the past, I think this one lives up to that.
I love it. I love it. We can't wait to hear the rest of it. It comes out in April. You're all going to want to be able to get a copy of it, and you can get it on iTunes or wherever you buy your music. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.